learn an instrument, the goal is to become a musician. Your behaviors are usually a reflection of your identity. What you do is an indication of the type of person you believe that you are. Either consciously or non-consciously, research has shown that once a person believes in a particular aspect of their identity, they are more likely to act in alignment with the belief. For example, people who identified as being a voter were more likely to become than those who simply claimed voting was an action they wanted to perform. Similarly, the person who incorporates exercise into their identity doesn't have to convince themselves to train. Damn, doing the right thing is easy. After all, when your behavior and your identity are fully aligned, you are no longer pursuing behavior change. You are simply acting like the type of person you already believe yourself to be. Like all aspects of habit formation, this too is a double-edged sword. When working for you, identity change can be a powerful force for self-improvement. When working against you, though, identity change can be a curse. Once you have adopted an identity, it can be easy to let your elegance to impact. Is that elegance? Allegiance? I'm sorry, I don't know that word. Let me search it up. Is that elegance?
Yeah.
Elegance.
I got like.
How do I say that word?
What you need, son?
Allegiance. 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 Where is it at?
That's too much weird.
Where the hell is it at? Behavior change. Being a voter. There are more where you're being a voter. Your behaviors are usually officially right. No. The fact in time and thousands of vibrations. Wait, hold on. We're working with your identity. We're working with your thing to let your allegiance to impact your ability to change. Many people walk through life in a cognitive slumber, blindly following the norms attached to their identity. I'm terrible with directions. I'm not a morning person. I'm bad at remembering people's names. I'm always late. I'm not good with technology. I'm horrible at math and 1,000 other variations. When you have repeated a story to yourself for years, it is easy to slide into these mental grooves and accept them as a fact. In time, you begin to resist certain actions because that's not who I am. There is internal pressure to maintain your self-image and behave in a way that is consistent with your beliefs. You find whatever you can to avoid contradicting yourself. The more deeply a thought or action is tied to your identity, the more difficult it is to change it. It can feel comfortable to believe what your culture believes or to do what upholds yourself. Image, personal identity, even it's wrong. The biggest barrier to positive change at any level, individual, team, society, is identity conflict. Good habits can make rational sense, but if they conflict with your identity, you will fail to put them into action. On any given day, you may struggle with your habits because you're too busy or too tired or too overwhelmed or hundreds of other reasons over the long run. However, the real reason you fail to stick with habits is because your self-image gets in the way. This is why you can't get too attached to one version of your identity. Progress requires unlearning. Becoming the best version of yourself requires to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. This brings us to an important question. If your beliefs and worldview play such an important role in your behavior, where do you come from in the first place? How exactly is your identity formed? And how can you emphasize new aspects of your identity that serve you and gradually erase the pieces that hinder you? The two-step process to changing your identity. Your identity emerges out of your habits. You are not born with present beliefs. Every belief, including those about yourself, is learned and conditioned through experience. More preciously, your habits are how you embody your identity. When you make your bed each day, you embody the identity of an organized person. When you write each day, you embody the identity of a creative person. When you train each day, you embody the identity of an athletic person. The more you repeat a behavior, the more you reinforce the identity associated with the behavior. In fact, the word identity was originally derived from Latin words essentius, which means being an identitum. 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 I didn't even know that was a fucking word. Oh, identitum is a Latin adverb meaning again and again repeatedly. Identitum. Damn. Which means repeatedly, your identity is literally your repeated beingness. Whatever your identity is right now, you only believe it because you have proof of it. If you go to church every Sunday for 20 years, you have evidence that you are religious. If you study biology for 1 hour every night, you have evidence that you are studious. If you go to the gym, even when it's snowing, you have evidence that you are committed to fitness. The more evidence you have for a belief, the more strongly you will believe it. For most of my early life, I didn't consider myself a writer. If you were to ask any of my high school teachers or college professors, they would tell you I was an average writer at best, certainly not a standout. When I began my writing career, I published a new article every Monday and Thursday for the first few years. As the evidence grew, so did my identity as a writer. I didn't start out as a writer, I became one through my habits. Of course, your habits are not only actions that influence your identity, but by virtue of their frequency, they are usually the most important ones. Each experience is life modifies your self-image, but it's unlikely you would consider yourself a soccer player because you kicked a ball once, or an artist becomes because you scribbled a picture. As you repeat these actions, however, the evidence accumulates and your self-image begins to change. The effect of one-off experiences tends to fade away, while the effect of habits gets reinforced with time, which means your habits contribute most of the evidence that shapes your identity. In this way, the process of building habits is actually the process of becoming yourself. This is gradual evolution. We do not change by snapping our fingers and decided to be someone entirely new. We change bit by bit, day by day, habit by habit. We are continually undergoing micro evolutions of the self. Each habit is like a suggestion. Hey, maybe this is who I am. If you finish this book, hey, maybe this is who I am. If you finish a book, then perhaps you are the type of person who likes reading. If you go to the gym, then perhaps you are the type of person who likes exercise. If you practice playing the guitar, perhaps you are the type person who likes music. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. This is one reason why meaningful change does not require radical change. Small. My timer. My timer just went off. Wait. It went off. That's been 20 minutes.
thought he was supposed to be rapping. What you talking about?
Little ugly, fine ass
Yeah,
bitch.
Molly Brazy fell off. She used to be popping. After that beef with her and Rocky B and Cuban Doll, it's like, bro, all they ass fell off. For real?
Cash Doll first dive.
No cap. Like, remember that argument shit was going on?
I'm making this
Asian
going into
Doll, all of them.
2026.
Like, where the fuck did they go?
And just want to clear my thoughts a little bit with you guys as well. When you go into 2026,
Molly B and them set
this is
up
the year
Rocky
2026.
B,
If you're
they
watching this,
got that big
it's currently
ass
2026.
nigga,
And
like, they cut her or shot her, nigga.
I was going to tell y'all, bro,
She got a cut like from right
walk into
here
2026 the
all the way
person
down
that
to,
you
like,
want to
lower
be.
stomach. Like, nigga,
The person that
she
you
made
want
it a
to,
tattoo, like, the
you know,
stitches.
turn into and get better at, you know? Like, if you, no matter what you want to be, make sure
like
you here with
like,
it.
you
I'm
know,
not going to lie. I
and shit,
believe
and it
you.
be like the little
I
design
believe in
she
you
got.
as much as you should believe in yourself. So make sure you
So,
take
like,
that
that's
belief
what she
and
was
put it
saying,
into
but
any
it's
type
real, like,
of process or creativity you got going on. You want to know why? Because it should be you. If you really, really want it so bad, why not you? Why not you? If people don't believe in what you got going on, you.
Guys, this thing's so delicious. I could start a business selling them. Oh, Legals.
I'm making this going into 2026. And just want creativity you got going on. You want to know why? Because it should be you. If you really, really want it so bad, you know, that belief and put it into any type of process or creativity you got going on. You want to know why? Because it should be you. If you really, really want it so bad, why not you? Why not you? If people don't believe in what you got going on, you got to make them believe. Make them believe. Be so annoying to where people are not able to ignore you. Work so hard to where you cannot even be ignored, bro. Where you just doing your thing. You feel me? And why not you, bro? This is your year. I know niggas done said it a lot of times. This is their year. Maybe this year not your year. Maybe this is the start of your journey. You know, let's have low expectations. Maybe this year not your year, but maybe this is the start of your journey. Take that step, cause I'm telling you, bro. If you progressively try to get better every single day, at some point something is going to budge and something is going to happen. At this point, or if you don't even know what you want to be, make 2026 finding out what you want to be, because time is precious, bro. And that's one thing I learned. You can't waste time. Every day is an opportunity. Every day you wake up like this, it's an opportunity to achieve whatever you want to achieve or to get at least 1% better at it. So I'm here to tell you this. I'm vouching for you this year. Cause why not? Why not? I want to see you win so bad. And I want you to come back to this video right now. I want you to, matter of fact, comment on this video right now that you're locked in. And then come back to this video next year and then see where you at. And if you failed, be open and honest. Type that you failed, but you're going to get them another year. And if you're doing your motherfucking thing, come back on this video and say, I did it. All right? But I love y'all so much. I really appreciate